an empire situated amidst the Dhangkar Mountains. Himalaya, a strong wall standing between the Indian subcontinent and Eurasia. At its heights, there are snowy forests, there is less oxygen, and the yield is negligible. These circumstances have created a place where it is difficult to live. This piece of land exists between India and Tibet. The name is Spiti, which means land between the mountains. Looking at it, it seems that it is situated in a biopan, but there is also a building in Spiti, which was once unique. Built like an eagle's nest, Dhangkar is one of the tallest forts in the world. Built at a height of about 13,000 feet above the sea, this fort was once a Buddhist monastery and part of a village. This was the capital of Spiti and the seat of the king for centuries. Spiti was actually a part of a kingdom in western Tibet. In the 11th century, the ruler there established Spiti and the neighboring Jaskar region for his sons. One son ruled Jaskar, and the other ruled Spiti, which was called Nono. It is believed that Dhangkar was the real capital where our people lived. Nonos was my ancestor and ruled here. We were feudal lords and officers who looked after the affairs of this area. Dhangkar Fort faces the confluence of Spiti and Pin rivers. This fort is built at a height of about 1,000 feet from the valley level. Spiti is such a place that due to natural erosion, sharp towers of mud rock have been formed here. The main security enclave village of Dhangkar was situated on the side of that peak, and there was only one way to go inside it. No outsider could go inside. This was the perfect place for the king of Spiti to control his empire, which extended over a long distance. His empire was about 7,500 square kilometers of wilderness, harsh and inhospitable. But it was also connected to the Silk Route through a network of mountain roads and passes. Those who had the courage to come from western Tibet would wait for the snow to melt. The trade was in very small things and dried cheese made from Yagas milk, in exchange for which they took salt and precious gems. Yes, that to enjoy. The merchants remained on this route for many days, sometimes even weeks. "900 years ago, Spiti was ruled by the Prince of Tibet. He was given the title of Nunu. Nanos ruled this empire for centuries. Yes, caravans of merchants passing through Spiti used to give gifts and taxes to Nunas. Coral and turquoise were the best gifts for the king. This gave them permission to move safely. Nuno's reign ended here a long time ago. The history of his fort also got lost in the sheets of time. Local people say that Dhangkar is about 800 years old. This fort has endured a lot. Most of the original building collapsed after a devastating earthquake in the 70s. Only the ruins of that magnificent fort made of mud, stone, and wood have survived. The World Monument Fund has also considered Dhangkar as one of the 100 most endangered sites in the world. For many centuries, Dhangkar has also contained within itself many mysteries and folk tales. When the end of this fort came, robbers and attackers attacked Dhangkar. Long ago, a similar group of robbers came here. They camped at the foot of the hill and waited for the right opportunity. But the people living in the fort had made a different strategy to deal with the attackers. He did not drive away the attackers, but called them inside the fort. When there was some respite from the freezing cold, the attackers also started celebrating happily with the villagers. But how did they know that so much hospitality could prove to be a threat to their lives? This celebration was a deadly deception. When the celebration was over, the attackers, staggering and drunk, were shown the way out of the fort. Today, the ruins of the Dhangkar Fort built on a high mountain are proof of how little we know about this unknown place and the mysterious kingdom of Spiti.